Good afternoon. Guten Tag. Ich heiße Dr. Zigenfuss von Mgtow, and today I have been hired by the Mgtow Psychological Association of America to study some of the, I guess you would call it, I think the term is catfish people, or perhaps troll is the word they use among this community for people who are giving unwanted attention to this fraternity of men that's called Mgtow across the world. So they have hired me to look at the content and these things that this man is saying and doing on social media against the Mgtow community. Without further ado, just one moment, 1 minute. Dankeschön. Now, Mr. Mcruiser, I have watched your videos in length and I have come to very many conclusions about your psychoanalysis and your prognosis mentally, Mr. Cruiser, Herr Cruiser. So the first thing I want to mention is that you have got into this exchange with this Richie Romance, who is part of the Mgtow community. Now, I have studied Richie Romance and I'm very familiar with Mr. Romance and all that he does. Now, it is very easy to get charmed by his talents and his sense of humor. And it's very easy to become confused by it because he is a complex man. But I'm warning you, out of all the people that I have ever studied in my life, Richie Romance is very dangerous because he comes off as someone who is unintelligent, but he is very intelligent. And he is also criminal-minded, more so than almost anyone I have ever studied in any of the psychological fields in my past before. He has the criminal mind of, say, somebody like infamous Mexican gangster El Chapo, or perhaps Joseph Stalin. And without further ado, let me get into what you are saying as well, Mr. Cruiser, because what you are saying, the two different stances that you each take is that Richie Romance on the Mgtow community is anti-feminist, and you feel they are anti-women, and perhaps that is where the disconnect is. Richie Romance or the Mgtow community is not anti-women; they are pro-men, and they want equality in the courts of the Western world. They do not hate women, although sometimes the way they express themselves may seem this way, but it is not true. You are the blue pill. You believe everything that you have been told about women is true. Richie Romance and the Mgtow community is red pill. So you must be careful when you say red pill and blue pill theory are so much different. They are very similar, and we will get to that in the prognosis in 1 moment, sir. So, in your video, your response video to Richie Romance, you have stated several times, and the verbiage that you use, I think that what you did in this video was very brave of you, and you made very many steps forward psychologically, because you admitted many things that you would otherwise not admit, both consciously and subconsciously in this video. For instance, you say over and over that many a woman has felt the rash of your penis, and you have slayed. You use the word slay several times. Now the word slay in English means to destroy something with a poker, or perhaps a sword, or maybe even in your case a penis. You are making a euphemism, and the euphemism was very good, but it was a very sexist euphemism, something I do not expect out of a white knight. So, right there, Mr. Mcruiser, you are already displaying very many traits of the red pill. On top of this, you have stated that you like to go to plenty of fish on dating sites such as this. Plenty of Fish is a dating site that is not geared for males to win, which is perhaps is indicative of why you are not doing so, why you aren't doing so well with the women in your life right now. Also, Mr. Mcruiser, it is, while you are saying that you have many women, you have indicated in several of your other videos that you have not had feminine contact in more than 10 years. Is this correct, sir? If that is the case, perhaps since the Mgtow era has only been going on now for 3 years, 3 jaar, perhaps you should try again to go out and perhaps put yourself out there more, because it is extremely difficult in this dating environment to find success as a man, and that is where so much of the frustrations that the men in the Mgtow community are expressing in this day and age. But several times in your video, and you said it very many times, you especially because of what you lied about. You said that in your video. You say in your video you say that you go on Mcruiser. You go onto the website for dating, and you tell the women that you are a firefighter. This is, and you say you even have said to lie. You recommended to lie to all men, for all men to do this, to meet more women. Herr Henry, I cannot express enough that this is red pill behavior that you are displaying. Lying to women about your occupation and your earnings in order to get with them sexually is exactly what red pill is, or at least what male thinking is. So you display traits of manhood everywhere you go, and it is strictly for the validation of these women that you want so desperately to get to notice you. So my prognosis is that Richie Romance is not going blue pill. Richie Romance will be red pill for the rest of his life. However, you are red pill. You may not know this yet consciously, but it is in your subconscious, and you are already doing and acting and saying red pill things. So I implore you, Herr Mcruiser, to reevaluate some of your video content. But remember, we have documented all of your videos, so even if you take them down at this point, we will put them back up to prove that you are lying to women about Mgtow and about the manosphere. So without further ado, I am here once again to take your diagnosis, and my diagnosis is this: Henry Mcruiser, you are a red pill, and you are part of Mgtow, even by mentioning our name. So as much as you may want to discredit Mgtow as a philosophy and as a worldwide globalization of male mind and intelligence and energy, you will not be able to run away from this. You will only be crushed by it. Thank you.